Throughout my career here on YouTube, I've made it pretty well known that I'm a cheap bastard. I like buying games as cheap as I possibly can. And so quite often, I won't buy games right as they come out, and I will wait until they drop down in price. And as I see the price trends dropping and dropping, I usually try and wait until a lot of the games that I want to buy have dipped under $10. Now, making a list of the cheapest PS4 games to go out and buy is a video that I've wanted to do for quite a while now. However, for some reason, PS4 games seem to hold their value a lot more than Xbox, and recently I've seen PS4 games actually going back up in price. So I feel like I've missed my window of opportunity on that one. So instead, I had a look at the Xbox One library and what games that you can buy pretty cheap right now at GameStop. And even though I'm pretty much a PS4 collector, I do have an Xbox One and I do buy a lot of games for it, and there are a couple of cheap exclusives that you can pick up for the system right now. So most of these games are games that I would recommend going out and picking up, and I'll tell you as I go through them which games I'd recommend actually buying and playing. Some of them, they're just games that are under $10, and I'll let you know how I feel about them. But without further ado, let's start the list. Now we're gonna kick the gate down strong, and we're gonna start with a game that I actually really freaking love called Sunset Overdrive. This game shot down in price almost immediately, it felt like. It's been getting cheaper and cheaper almost since release, and it went under $10 probably about 6 months ago. This is a game that you can buy pretty much anywhere at this point, under $10. And for the level of quality and enjoyment, it might be the best game on this list as far as a game that you can buy this cheap. Now, if you somehow haven't heard of this game, or you're trying to get an Xbox One collecting now, this game is made by Insomniac Games, the same people that made the Ratchet & Clank games, and it's very similar to a Ratchet & Clank game, sort of fused and combined with Jet Set Radio or a Tony Hawk's type game. There's a lot of grinding, a lot of skating, a lot of free roaming around this open world environment, but a lot of really crazy contraptions and weapons and a ton of different creatures and characters, and it's just a really bright and vibrant game with a lot of personality, a stupid amount of personality, maybe too much personality, but it's a lot of fun to play from start to finish. There isn't a single dull moment in this game. You can get many hours of enjoyment out of it. Really, it's so much replayability in this game. You can play it over and over and over again. It's for $10, value wise and quality wise. May as well just end the video now and go out and buy this one. Now the dual pack, not as much, but both of these games separately are pretty cheap, and you can buy Gears of War Ultimate Edition right now at GameStop for under $10. There is never a bad time to get into the Gears of War franchise. I love Gears of War, and it's something that I've talked about multiple times on this channel repeatedly, that I'm a huge Gears of War fan. Right now, I'm still trying to find time to finish the Gears of War 4 story campaign, but it is a really fantastic series, and the first game is arguably, in a lot of people's opinions, the best one in the series. I personally prefer the second game. The second game is my favorite, but the first game did have a lot of great solid gameplay. The level layouts in every chapter in this game is so well thought out and strategic, and from a strategy standpoint and how you want to take down your enemies, the first game in the series probably gave you the most freedom to decide how you would like to play the game. But if you want to get into the Gears of War franchise, obviously having the first game revamped, remastered, and looking a little nicer is definitely a great way to ease into the series. Be able to play it on an Xbox One as well, a current gen system. It's a great way to get into the series. So for under $10, recommend picking this one up. The Rare Replay is great value at $20, but that's about what it's sitting at right now. Again, this dual pack costs a little more than buying both of them individually, but the Rare Replay for $20, you're getting a lot of value there for a lot of games, but that's not on this list. Okay, this is an Xbox One. As I said, I collect for PS4 primarily. I get my third-party games on PS4, but once again, this is an example of a game being cheaper on Xbox One. This game's actually under $10 on Xbox, and it's about $20 on PS4. That happens across the board on a lot of third-party games. They end up being a little bit more expensive on the PS4. I'm not sure why PS4 is retaining its value so much. It's technically the more popular system, I think, I'm not too sure, but this game for under $10 is so worth it. Any of the Telltale games are fantastic, but this one, in my opinion, might be the best one. And as a huge Walking Dead fan, and as someone that has cried about 3 times freaking baby at the ending of the first Walking Dead game, I would still say this is probably my favorite Telltale game from an experience standpoint. The story in this game isn't like any other. It will linger with you. It'll last with you. Much like another game I really enjoy called Life is Strange, which I wanted to put on this list, but unfortunately it's not under 10 bucks. Both this game and that game are in the same vein of storytelling and the way that the game plays out, and both games will linger. Both games will like bounce around your head for the next month, 2 months. Life is Strange, I still think about that game every other day, I swear. But this is definitely a game that I'd recommend picking up under 10 bucks. It's just for the story aspect alone. It's like, obviously these games are like a playable movie. This one actually has more playability than a lot of the other Telltale games. You actually have more freedom in this one. But again, I would highly, for under 10 bucks for Xbox One, I highly recommend picking up Wolf Among Us. I put it off for the longest time, but I finally went out and grabbed it, and I do not regret it. I actually got this for under 10 bucks, so you can do it on PS4, but at GameStop you can't. I'm gonna put two back to back here. You can get Mighty No. 9 for under 10 bucks now at GameStop for Xbox One. I mean, mine's still sealed, so take that as you will. I'm just letting you know that you can. If you were to ever buy this game, make sure it's under 10 bucks. I have played it. I haven't played this exact one, but I have played the game. I'm in no rush to open this one. I might actually keep it sealed. I'm nothing against the game. I personally don't enjoy it enough to open it up and play it when I have all this to play anyway, and I like keeping things sealed, so I may as well, right? I'm not gonna play it, what's the point in opening it? So you can pick it up for 10. Also, you can't get this for under 10 just yet at GameStop, but I did actually buy this at a Walmart for 10 bucks, and I've seen them all across Walmarts in the States for 10 bucks. I've actually started seeing them for $10 here in Canada. A lot of London drugs, most of the London drugs have dropped the price on this game to 10 bucks. It's not across the board, it's still 20 at GameStop. You do have to hunt for it, but just like any of the games on this list, sure, GameStop will have them at under 10, but if you're the kind of person that goes to swap meets and conventions or game hunts in general, you can probably find all of these for like 5 bucks. Neither of these are a must-have. This game because reasons, in this game because it's just a collection of a bunch of old NES games. Personally, I'm keeping this one sealed as well because I have all the NES games, so why open it? Now I'm gonna leave a link in the description, and that link is gonna take you to GameStop's website where it will already filter it to the point where it will tell you all the games you can get under $10 for Xbox One, and it actually also lists all the 360 games that they still have in stock that work on the Xbox One. And if you wanna go down that route, there's actually a ton of compatible games that are really great and I recommend picking up. Probably the one I'd recommend the most is Killer is Dead. Obviously you can still get Mass Effect 2 and a bunch of other games for Xbox 360, all under 10 bucks that work on the Xbox One. Another one you can find pretty easily for under 10 bucks is Red Dead Redemption. That game is timeless. It's always going to be fantastic. If you pay a little more and get the Undead, Walking Dead, Red Dead Redemption Undead, that works as well. So click that link down below and you can check out your local GameStop and buy a bunch of 360 games too if you really want. But a bunch of other games on there, on that list for Xbox One, I don't have. So I still want to tell you guys about them, even though I don't really have them on me right now, and some of them I haven't even played. But I'm going to let you guys know that if you want to buy them, they're under 10, you know what I mean. Destiny is 5 bucks. Now, I'm not like a huge Destiny fan. I have the game and I probably put about 15-20 hours into it, which in the grand scheme of things is nothing because of the scope of this game. But for $5, on the off chance that maybe you'll enjoy it, there's hundreds of hours just in the base game alone. I highly recommend you finding a couple friends to play it with you, but heck, if you have a few friends with PlayStation 4, you don't have this game, all three of you can go out, 15 bucks total to get 3 copies of the game, and I mean, even if it's one night of Mountain Dew and Dorito eating gameplay and fun, it's $5 for one night, ain't a bad day. I recommend buying it the day beforehand though, because every time I install this game, I delete it and then decide maybe I'll try it again. It takes about 24 freaking hours to update and install, so be prepared, but I would recommend trying this out with some friends. So a few other games that I don't have and I actually haven't played that are under $10 are Murdered Soul Suspect, a game I've been wanting to check out for a while. I actually don't even know what it's about, so eventually, I mean, under 10 bucks, maybe I'll pick it up now that I know, next time I'm in the States. Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zero. That's apparently a really short, few-hour game, but I mean, it's under 10 bucks, just letting you guys know about it. I have no interest in that one. I still haven't played Phantom Pain. That's the one I want to play. You can also get Shadow Warrior, which I don't even know much about that game, but I was talking to my editor who's editing this video right now, Jordan. Thank you, Jordan. Links in the description below if you want to check out Jordan's channel. Does great work. He told me before I made this video that it's actually a really fun game, and I think in his words, it is a guy that has a gun and uses a sword sometimes. So I don't know what it's about, but it's under 10 bucks, and out of the ones that I don't know about, this one honestly looks like the best bet as far as a quality game. But the final game on this list, which I actually own a digital version of, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up next time I'm in the States, now that it is under $10, is Song of the Deep. Now that's a game that I've already reviewed once on this channel in like a sort of a let's play review type setting, and I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to check out a more in-depth look at the game and my opinions on it. But for a game that was made or produced by GameStop, it's actually a really freaking fun game, and if you grew up on the old NES and the Super Nintendo games like I did, and you like Blaster Master for systems, I'm trying not to say that system this week, the system that must not be named, or games like Super Metroid, or any of those Metroidvania type games, then this is definitely one that you need to check out. This is a quality game, I'm not lying. This is a really, really fun game. Again, I don't have it physical, but I'm gonna go rectify that. Even though I already own it, I would love to actually own a copy of this game. But that's it from me, guys. That is a bunch of games that you can buy for the Xbox One, and also a couple that you can pick up for the PlayStation 4. Some exclusives, some are third party, but they're all under 10 bucks. They're all really fun. They'll beef out your collection a little bit, and altogether for, you know, 50, 60 bucks right here, plus whatever else I talked about, you have hours and hours and hours and hours of fun. Sure, you can go out and spend 60 bucks on one title, or you can go to GameStop and buy a bunch of games under 10 bucks. Remember, I'll leave that link for the GameStop website down below where you can check out all of these games and more. If you know of any other games for the Xbox One that are under 10 bucks that I haven't listed, please let me know in the comment section below. Like this video, be subscribed for more videos. I make about 4 a week, so if you don't like this one, try checking out another one. I'll see you in the next video. Love you guys, appreciate you guys, and I'm really thirsty.